Hey, job seekers, what's happening? Your friend Dean Kulawira here. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. You're all set for the holiday season, and although you are or might be actively job searching, you still are setting aside time to spend time with your maybe your family, your friends, your loved ones. For those of you celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. For everyone else, Happy New Year, season's greetings, happy holidays, and hope you're doing fantastic and you have a fantastic time ahead. Look, I know it's been a pretty interesting year for us, right? 2020. But you got to persist, folks, right? Keep persisting, keep moving forward. That's what's important. If you're stagnant, you're just gonna be a part of or kind of a quote unquote victim to the circumstances, right? If you keep taking action that contributes to your job search, contributes to your career, and for that matter, anything else in your life, right? Even your personal life, your family life, and all that stuff, you got to keep taking action in order to be more in control of the outcomes that you want to achieve. I'm not saying the current environment we're in, not the ideal kind of environment, but keep pushing forward. All right, that's what I wanted to just quickly say. Now, what I wanted to talk about this week is, and so for this week on my Instagram, I've been talking a lot about the importance of researching the interviewer, right? The interviewer, or if it's multiple people, the interview panel. And I just wanted to touch on one of the reasons why, well, not one reason, I actually have multiple reasons as to why this is so important in terms of making sure that you research who's going to be present, right? Who's going to be interviewing you, who's going to be present, and who's going to be there. Because what I've noticed is a couple of times when I'm speaking to job seekers or when I'm speaking to my coaching clients or people that I'm coaching through their job search, what I'm noticing is that sometimes what happens is a lot of you are getting so excited. You're like so excited that you got an interview and they want to schedule you in and stuff like that. And sometimes the organization themselves, they might be getting excited as well. And they might forget to convey to you, hey, who exactly are you meeting with, right? Whether it's a phone interview, whether it's a video interview, because most of the situation right now is most of us are doing video interviews for the most part, right? Not one-on-one. But hey, maybe that's different wherever your location is, right? So whatever your location is. But the point here is a lot of you getting excited, you're confirming the date, the time, and all that stuff, and you're forgetting to ask and confirm who exactly you're going to be meeting with. And this is extremely, extremely important, folks. For those of you, if you're getting scheduled for interviews, you have to have an idea of who's going to be there. Who's going to be there? Is it going to be one person? Is it going to be multiple people? And if so, multiple people, or even if it's one person, you need to know what their title is. And you got to be able to do your research on whoever that person or people are who are going to be at the interview to speak with you on this and talk about yourself and talk about the position and all that stuff. Now, why is this important? So a couple of things I wanted to bring to your attention as to why it's so important to figure this out is, number one, it allows you to identify who the decision makers are as you move along the recruitment process, right? Maybe you're going to meet with a whole bunch of people all at once, right, in terms of it being a panel interview. Or you might be getting interviewed like one by one, right? The first interview is with person A. The next interview is going to be with person B. The next interview is going to be with person C, and so on and so forth. But the point is, when you know who you're going to be meeting with, that's going to provide you with information as to who's involved in the decision-making process. Now, not everyone's going to be like a top-tier, extremely important part of the decision-making process. But even if it's not a decision maker, you might have people that have an influence over the decision, right? They could be stakeholders. They could be part of the project. They could be people that are on the front lines and they need to evaluate who's going to be brought into the project, which might be you, and they need to evaluate. So although they're not responsible for the final decision, their opinion holds a lot of weight. So when you know who's going to be present, it's going to give you an idea based on their title and who they are, where they might fit into the picture and how much weight their opinion might hold on the final decision, even if they are not the actual or final decision maker. So that's number one. Now, the second thing is that knowing who you're going to be meeting with, right? Again, whether it's one person or multiple people and you know their title and what their position is, this allows you to actually do your research and kind of research them on LinkedIn, so you get an idea of what their perspective is, what their perspective that they bring to the table is. How? Well, when you research them on LinkedIn, you kind of see, and this is assuming that they have a well filled out LinkedIn profile. Not all of us do have really take the time to fill out our LinkedIn profiles, which is fine. But in most cases, most of the individuals do have a LinkedIn profile, and they do fill out at least their positions and their titles and their companies previously as well. So this allows you as a job seeker, when you're preparing for your interview, you look these individuals up on LinkedIn and you can kind of see how their career has flowed, right? And this allows you to get an idea of what their perspective is that they will potentially bring to the table when you meet with them for the interview. Right now, obviously, the LinkedIn profile is not going to tell you everything. It's not going to let you know what their personality is like, or what their involvement in the current project is, and all that stuff. But if you look at their career path, it should give you an idea or some clues as to their perspective, and how they've progressed in their career, and what their potential perspective might be during the conversation. And that might give you some clues on the kind of questions you can expect from this individual or these individuals that you have researched on LinkedIn. So this is another reason why it's so important to know who's going to be there and what their title is, so that you can do your research and figure out, hey, how do these people, or how does this individual, or how do these people fit into the decision-making process? What's their perspective? And what kind of questions can I anticipate this person or these individuals to ask me at the interview? So again, just a simple thing such as inquiring from your point of contact, whether it's an HR person or a recruiter, or maybe it's like with a line manager or something, and just say, yeah, appreciate you scheduling me in for an interview. I'm confirmed. I'm all set. I'm really looking forward to coming and meet with you and your team. But I just wanted to confirm, who will I be meeting with, and who else will be there, and what are their positions, what position are they, what's their title. You need to clarify all that stuff, folks. So this allows you to go on LinkedIn, search them up, look them up, research their backgrounds, and you're in a better position to prepare for the kind of conversation that might be taking place. Right now, there's no guarantee that, sometimes you get these curveballs thrown at you where they ask you a totally different bunch of questions, but chances are, by you researching them and knowing exactly, how their career has been, and giving you kind of clues as to their perspective that they'll bring to the table, and anticipating, therefore, the kind of questions they might be asking you at the interview, that's going to put you in a much stronger position versus you just going in, pretty much blind, no idea who you're going to be meeting with, no idea what their background is or what their position is, what involvement they have at the company in terms of their position and all that stuff. You're completely in the dark pretty much, right? Versus you taking the effort to find out who you're going to be meeting with, whether that's going to be multiple people, and if they are, what are their full names, what are their titles. And that's going to allow you to do your research again and prepare much better. Put way more preparation into anticipating what the conversation is going to revolve around, and how you can make sure that you're appealing to the perspectives of the various individuals that might be present at the interview. Right. So just keep this in mind. I just want to really quickly talk about this. Very important for you to find out who you're going to be meeting with. If it's multiple people, who those individuals are, what their names are, what their titles are, so you can at least do your research and prepare more effectively for the interview conversation. So look, hey, hope this information helped you. Hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure you hit like. Make sure you share your comments as well. Let me know about your experiences in regards to, when you're not sure about who's going to be interviewing you versus those scenarios where you do know. And do you feel more prepared? Do you feel more confident? Let me know, right? Let me know in the comments, or let me know on if we're connected on social media. Feel free to send me a message. Let me know your thoughts on this, all right? So hope this helps. Again, happy holiday season greetings. If you're celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hey, keep pushing through in your job search, all right? Hope this information was helpful. Most importantly, make sure you apply it, folks, all right? Have a good one.